so pumped. Believe it or not, we're a stone's throw away from downtown San Antonio, but this is still the San Antonio River, almost technically even the Riverwalk, same river that we fished yesterday, but it's a completely different scenario. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be putting the axe in kind of a more low-key, relaxed, less stimulated spot to see if we can find a particular fish in mind that I've wanted to catch since I've gotten here, that being the Guadalupe bass. It's a pretty epic little species. We may catch one today, we may not, and I don't think we could have asked for a better morning to get day number 2 started off in San Antonio. That'll be some sick footy. I think it's, yep, let's crank a clock. Let's go catch some fish. Juiced. Devil's River all over again. That's what that felt like. Only the Devil's River is like 50 times sketchier than that. Oh, there we go, I'm on. Fish on. Literally second cast with the crankbait. Oh, it's a pretty good one, whatever it is. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have here? Is it? Could it possibly be the fish we're after? No. It is a largemouth though. Very nice one. Not a huge fish, but a good start to the morning. I was flipping a jig pretty much all throughout this whole strip, and I finally decided to switch things up, and I threw the banger, the little banger out there, little square bill crankbait, and I got this guy on my second cast. It's a good sign. Nice little largemouth, very pretty fish, despite the fact he's lurking in some urban water. Gorgeous, man, gorgeous. Send her on his way. Send her on his way, that means. It's crazy how a fish can look that good just outside of the city. Just goes to show that, you know, these rivers are healthier than people think. It's a very quality looking fish. We just need to get some bigger ones now. But at least I know what they're eating. Moving baits definitely seems to be the deal. Fish on. Little guad. No way. Wow. I did not think we were gonna catch a guad today. Look at that little guy. What a funny little fish. So this right here is the Guadalupe bass that we were after. It's not the size I was hoping for, but it's the right species. And it's another one that we can check off the list throughout this San Antonio trip. Wow. He really wanted it. Let's get one hooked there. There we go. Nice little guadly. Species number 2. Loving it. See you later, guy. That's fun. Nice shot. It was actually insanely good. Okay. There we go, fish on. Oh, no way. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is insane. This is not what I expected to catch today. Oh my God, let's see if we can land him. This is okay. Usually this doesn't work, but maybe I've got it hooked good. This is insane. What I have hooked right now is a species I wasn't after, but it is a species that's totally native down here. It's a really crazy looking fish. If we can get him landed, I'd like to give you guys an up close look at him. Really insane looking fish. He ate it too, like full-fledged. I'm geeking. This is so much fun. He's definitely fighting really hard. This is gonna be difficult. This is gonna be a challenge. These guys are very, very temperamental. They're hard to handle, and they've got some seriously gnarly teeth. guy. It's all right. Trying to land them is also kind of a challenge. Relax, it's all good. We're friends. We're friends, right? Okay, good. What a slimer. I got you. Okay, he's in the boat. That's incredible. This San Antonio trip has been full of surprises. Yesterday, we caught a catfish that was already attached to someone else's line, and that was just roaming around with like 40 yards of mono on it. Today, we caught a species I don't normally catch because they're hard to catch in the mouth. Not because they're difficult, but they're just, well, just take a look at their mouths. They're incredible fish. This right here, if I'm not mistaken, is a spotted gar. It's totally native. It looks like something from a completely different planet, but they are truly fierce. It's relative. The alligator gar can get up to, I believe, 7+ feet. They can get larger than most humans. These are also reminiscent to some of the ancient fish, like hundreds of millions of years ago. They've pretty much remained unchanged throughout the years, and as you can see, this guy's ready for battle. I wish you guys could feel his scales. They're quite literally like armor. It's unlike anything I've ever felt before. Those are some chompers. That is, for one thing and one thing only, killing. Wow, he was hooked so good, surprisingly. The hard part about catching these guys isn't necessarily getting them to bite, it's just keeping them on the hook. Just because their mouths are built like scissors. There he goes, back in the water. Hey, another species for the list. Loving it. Well, I'd say that was definitely a success. It was unexpected success, but we did catch some fish. We did manage to catch the Guadalupe bass, but it was just a little one. But at least you guys got a taste for what that fish looks like. And honestly, I got a taste for what this river is like outside of the city. It's definitely different. It's apparent that this is a very diverse river. It almost doesn't even seem like I'm on the same river as the one I fished yesterday. Not only because of, obviously there's no like skyscrapers or buildings around, but just like the way it fished, way more current. The water is actually a little bit dirtier, surprisingly. I thought it would be cleaner, and there's way more like natural structure. It seems like the bank over here and the shoreline of this river is definitely more untouched opposed to the Riverwalk. But anyway, we're heading out of here. We're not giving up. Today is all about finding the juiciest spot here in San Antonio. So we're gonna put the yaks back on the trailer and go find some more zones. We'll meet you guys there. Wow. Bro. Dude. You wanna guess how many fish I just saw? Bass? 3. One would be the biggest one of the trip too. They're all head on in the current. This is crazy. So let me kind of bring you guys up to speed. After we left the San Antonio River, the more scenic part, we decided to do some exploring on Google Maps. And to be honest, I'm saddened at the fact that we've only got a few days to fish here in San Antonio, because just judging from Google Maps, there's so many places to fish. Little creeks, little ponds. Then if you go down south, you've got those power plant lakes that have red drum in them. But we did find this little tiny creek underneath a very busy highway. I think that's I-35 south, I believe. And I just pulled up to this little spot, and there was like 3 little bass just kind of cruising around. Actually, one of them is pretty big. So I'm gonna try to remain low key, throw in the little lunker log, and see if we can make it happen. Fingers crossed. It's so deep there. I gotta be super subtle. This reminds me of that spot that has the spotted bass. Elusive. Don't let me down. I know there's something lurking. There we go, I'm on. Good fish, good fish, good fish, good fish, good fish, good fish. Oh my God, it's a nice one. It's a good fish. Oh boy, that's a nice bass. That is a nice bass, boys. Come here, don't you come off. That is a good fish. That is a good fish. Come here. Oh wow, that's a nice bass. Come here. Wow, this thing's fighting so hard. Oh my God, I think it's a big wad. I think it's a big wad. Is it a wad or a largemouth? It's a wad. He's barely hooked too. He's barely hooked. Look at that fish. Let's go. This right here is what San Antonio fishing is all about. We're under the busy I-35 right now, and that right there is a 3-pound largemouth. Definitely the king of this whole creek. Let's go! Woo! This is, oh my God, dude, look at the hook. He is just hanging on by the skin of his teeth, quite literally. How about that for a bass? Unfreaking believable. Yo, let's go, put it there. Woo! San Antonio showing out. What a quality fish. Who would have thought you'd find something like this in probably one of the most unorthodox areas to catch bass? Dude, that's the biggest one in this whole creek, I guarantee it. Oh my goodness. You've no idea, I've been stalking this fish for probably 30 minutes now, going up and down the creek, looking for any sort of water to fish. And this little pool right here where we first pulled up and where I got really excited was the pool that I saw most of the fish. I saw 3 fish, 2 bass that look like Guadalupes, and that exact big one. To finally catch this fish that you've been stalking for quite some time, it's an unexplainable feeling. It just feels amazing to dupe that fish and to trick that fish into eating your plastic. Wow, I just didn't think that was gonna happen today. That was quite a large fish. Thank you, San Antonio. And most importantly, thank you, Urban Creek. Let's go. I'm so hyped. You guys have no idea how hyped I am right now. We've been grinding all day for a good fish. Fished most of the San Antonio with little to no results, unfortunately, but came here to this little tiny creek that we found on Google Maps this morning. I woke up super early before we even fished, and I was like, all right, we need a plan B. This was my plan B, and it worked out. How legendary is that? Let's go find some more. I don't know what just happened, but our clear creek turned into the muddiest river I've probably ever seen in my entire life. I'm not sure if you guys saw this before, and we might have gotten some footage of what the creek looked like before we pulled up. But it was crystal clear. I mean, like the cleanest water you could possibly fish. And then after we caught that fish, we came back and there's water, really, really dirty water pumping into this beautiful creek. I guess that's what you expect when you're fishing these urban spots. I don't know why the water's dirty, and I don't know why all of a sudden there's water flowing in from areas where it wasn't, like literally 10 minutes ago. Never seen anything like this. It hasn't rained in probably a week or something like that. And there's just really dirty water. I don't want to say it's sewage. There's no way it's sewage, but it looks gross. It's got a, I wish you guys could smell it. It's got a stench, not like a poop stench, but like a chemical stench. As much as I want to keep fishing this spot, I think we're probably gonna have to head on out of here. This is wild. I can't, what are we gonna do, right? There's nothing we can do. Whoa, weird, man. Okay, I don't think we're gonna beat that. We're losing some daylight here. And to be quite honest, we have fished what feels like all over San Antonio this morning. We fished for, oh my God, do I dare even say? How much, Alex, help me out here, like probably 10 hours? Skip breakfast, skip lunch, haven't eaten dinner. We've grinded. And that really, that last fish made it all worth it. So with that being said, we are going to now celebrate, and we're gonna go find what, in my opinion, Texas is known for, that being amazing barbecue. So we're gonna locate a nice little joint here in San Antonio and grub up because we need some fuel and we have not eaten all day. Time to celebrate, my friend. Put her there. Bing. I'm so looking forward to this. Oh, it's so good. Yes, please. Oh, amazing. So good. I think if you come to San Antonio and don't get Mexican cuisine and or barbecue, you're totally missing out. This is so amazing. We got some Q from this little place called Augie's. We're literally right in downtown, back where we started in San Antonio. The Riverwalk is literally right there. And I figured this would be a good spot to kind of close this whole series. After spending a day and a half here, I understand what this place is really all about. From the surface, San Antonio is a very experience-driven city. It's not only about the delicious Tex-Mex or the scenic Riverwalk, but it's about the good time you have here. The people here are great, the food is clearly exceptional, and the fishing is surprisingly top-notch. The only thing I wish I had more of is time. Unfortunately, we only had a day and a half here, but this is definitely a place I'm going to revisit and spend maybe 4 or 5, possibly even a week, just exploring all the little spots, the places to eat, and maybe even some quality fishing opportunities too. There was a lot of places that we passed today that I wish we would have fished, but because we were on the mission to go after what we wanted to go after today, we couldn't stop off. But all you San Antonio locals, you guys have an amazing city. This was truly an exceptional place. I guess my message to all of you guys watching is to really appreciate your city.
make sure you're doing your part to keep this place clean. You know, so many times I would pass by a spot and there was trash. We did our best to clean up any sort of fishing line or garbage that was within the water. You know, we even caught a fish that had fishing line hanging out of its mouth. So while that's tough to see, I do know that as anglers, we have an obligation to keep these places a sanctuary and to make sure that other people can enjoy them. Our kids and our grandkids can enjoy them as well. And while I feel like San Antonio is a pretty clean place, you're always going to see some trash wherever you go. All that aside, we had an exceptional time. I can't wait to come back here. This was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Let us know where we should go to next and film another mini series. We appreciate the view so much. As always, folks, keep exploring, keep fishing, never stop.